Let's talk about coaching. Not the drills, not the game plans, not the strategies. Today we are talking about something far more powerful, something that can make or break a coach's success: emotional intelligence. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm here to train athletes, not talk about emotions. But let me tell you something. Coaching is not just teaching skills, it's about leading people. And people are emotional beings. A coach without emotional intelligence is like a driver without brakes, unpredictable, reactive, and sometimes dangerous. So, today we break it down. 1. Why emotional intelligence is a game changer for coaches. 2. The 5 key components of emotional intelligence and how they shape leadership. 3. Simple, powerful ways to enhance your emotional intelligence starting today. Let's get straight to it. What is emotional intelligence and why should you care? Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, manage, and influence emotions, yours and those of your athletes. It's the reason some coaches build legacies while others struggle with locker room drama. Still not convinced? Let's look at the numbers. Studies show that teams with emotionally intelligent coaches have 1. Higher athlete engagement and motivation, 2. Stronger team cohesion and trust, 3. Better performance under pressure. Take Phil Jackson, one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time. His secret wasn't just strategy, it was his ability to manage egos, control emotions, and inspire his players. Coaching isn't just about giving instruction, it's about influence. And influence begins with emotional intelligence. 5 components, 5 ways you can become a more effective, respected, and impactful coach. 1. Self-awareness, the mirror test. Know thyself. It's a golden rule of leadership. Ask yourself, when your team is underperforming, do you get frustrated? Do you let that frustration dictate your reactions? A self-aware coach notices their own emotions before they spiral. They pause, they reset, they refocus. How to develop self-awareness? Simple. Reflect on your emotional reactions during high-pressure moments. Ask for feedback from your team. Yes, it takes courage, but it's worth it. Keep a journal of your coaching highs and lows. Patterns will emerge. Self-regulation. Mastering the art of composure. Ever seen a coach completely lose it during a match? Screaming, failing, losing control. What happens next? The team crumbles. A great coach doesn't react, they respond. When emotions run high, self-regulation is your shield. Try this. Deep breathing before crucial moments. Visualization techniques to maintain composure. A simple pause before reacting. It can change everything. The best coaches don't let their emotions control them. They control their emotions. Motivation, the fire within. There are 2 types of coaches. 1 shouts, threatens, and demands result. The other inspires, challenges, and fuels purpose. Which one do you think athletes want to follow? Motivation is not just about winning, it's about progress. It's about pushing past limits. Now, how to use emotional intelligence for motivation? Focus on effort and growth, not just result. Help athletes find their personal why in sport. Celebrate progress, big or small, because motivation thrives on momentum. Empathy, the secret weapon of great coaches. If you want respect, first give respect. Athletes aren't robots. They have fears, struggles, and bad days. An empathetic coach sees their player, hears them, and understands them. Try this. Instead of criticizing, ask, what do you think happened here? Instead of dismissing, acknowledge, I see you are frustrated. Let's figure this out. Instead of commanding, listen. Really listen. A coach with empathy builds trust, and trust wins championships. Social skills. The art of influence. Leadership is about communication. And communication is not just what you say, it's how you say it. Great coaches, they give feedback constructively, not destructively. Create open dialogue instead of barking orders. Turn conflicts into learning moments. Here's a tip. Ask open-ended questions. Instead of saying, you played badly, say, what do you think went wrong? Instead of saying, you need to focus more, say, how do you think we can improve concentration? This approach doesn't just fix problems, it empowers athletes to think for themselves. Now, how emotionally intelligent coaches handle challenges. Here is scenario 1. A talented player loses motivation. An emotionally intelligent coach doesn't push harder. They understand the root cause and reignite that fire. Scenario 2. A conflict arises in the team. Instead of taking sides, an emotionally intelligent coach listens and finds solution. Scenario 3. You receive criticism from parents or management. A reactive coach gets defensive. An emotionally intelligent coach absorbs, assesses, and responds professionally. Emotional intelligence is not a soft skill, it's a winning skill. So, coaching with emotional intelligence is coaching for success. Let's be clear. You can have the best strategies in the world, but if you can't connect with your athletes, you will fail. Emotional intelligence is the difference between a coach who demands and a coach who inspires, a coach who dictates and a coach who empowers. So, here's my challenge to you starting today. Be aware of your emotions and how they impact your coaching. Control your reactions because your athletes are watching. Lead with empathy. Understand before you instruct. Communicate, not command, but to connect. Because at the end of the day, a great coach doesn't just build champions, they build people. Thank you. Let's commit to coaching with heart, intelligence, and mastery.